Hi guys, it's Ross again. Today something a bit different, something I've never done a video on before, is making miniatures. Well, this time it's not quite a miniature. I suppose it's a prop slash miniature. It's for Dungeons and Dragons. It's a gelatinous cube. So if you ever played Dungeons and Dragons before, gelatinous cubes, you don't want to attack this thing in close combat, because it's basically a big chunk of jelly, a living jelly, that will try to dissolve you. So, how we start off is, we have a plastic box like so. This one had Christmas cards in, you get Christmas lights, all sorts. Basically anything that's a cube and it's made from this kind of plastic, so it's going to be really difficult probably to show up on camera, but thin, see-through plastic. So I'm going to want to remove the labels, which I'll do off film because it would just make a horrible noise with the stuff. Then I'm going to cut off the lid with the flaps. Cut these flaps off as well. We want the cube this way around. Okay, be back in a minute. Okay, so when you have removed the stickers, probably swear quite a bit because there's always traces left over. You could always use a little bit of white spirit, get rid of that excess glue. It doesn't matter too much because you're covering this thing with hot glue. So, I have a nice mini hot glue gun here, and I'm just going to be running lines over the whole thing, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, make sure you have an adult to help you. You could use, if you wanted different colour gelatinous cubes, the majority of the ones are see-through. You could use clear gels, silicone gels, that's perfectly okay. It's still a bit wibbly. So I'll be using the hot glue gun, mainly because I have a load of it. But yeah, you can use clear silicone gel for like bathrooms, things like that. Sometimes they don't dry that clear though, they're still a bit cloudy. So if you're unsure of your hot glue sticks, these mini sticks here that I've got, obviously the normal ones are slightly thicker. Try them on the offcut, on the lids that you've cut off previously, and see when it dries how clear it will be. But the idea is, I'll cover this thing with the hot glue, and when it sets it'd be nice and firm and strong, so at the moment I could easily crush it, I could destroy it quite easily. So that's what I'll be doing, and it doesn't matter if it's not 100% crystal sharp edges, you know, it's a gelatinous cube, it's supposed to look wibbly, you know. So the idea is, I'm going to use my very, very old fantasy miniature here, and the cube just goes on top of it, so you'll be sucked in, you know, your character will be inside of the cube. So that's the theory, and that's what we're going to try to do. So I'll get this gun all fired up, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so one of the offcut pieces, just done a tester on, it's drying quite clear. So I'm going to go to town on this box. Right, so doesn't matter where you start. I've got a little diddy hot glue gun, but you know, regular glue guns are fine. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's perfect, it's supposed to be a wibbly jelly-like thing. If you do it side by side, it should merge into each other quite well, but that is the theory. And now I'm going to do the whole damn thing. You don't want to see me do this for 10 minutes. So smaller cubes are available, which could easily encompass a single model. But I've already done one back along. I'll possibly show you that in a minute. But I want to do a large one to scare the hell out of my my D&D party, because I am their DM. So yeah, maybe not TPK, but I'm hoping for it. So eventually you'll have a cube like this. Now, as you can tell, this is a slightly smaller one. This is the one I've done previously, just like Blue Peter. Now this was bathroom silicone, and it's slightly yellowy, but it's okay. You know, it's still fairly durable. I mean, hot glue gun will be firmer. This is a bit squidgy, not too bad, as long as you look after it, you don't stand on it or anything. So, you know, where's my old school fantasy model? Here it is. And it will still encompass the model quite easily. So it's still trapped in the gelatinous cube. Has to fight his way out or rely on its party members, which always goes well, right? So yeah, that's it's a simple idea. Nothing too fancy. But yeah, it's a nice little prop / miniature. Not as a miniature as you might know it. So a gelatinous cube. Now there are different variants of a gelatinous cube, different colours. So have fun, explore, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, guys.